So coming up next is Kanka Mataji, Prabhupada's disciple. And I think Ramananda was going to adjust that. He'll adjust it. So quite often I sit at this spot when Guru Maharaj is giving lectures and when he opens up for reflection. And then I see Maharaj say, yes, Kanka. And then I know that, oh, now there's going to be very nice question. Words of wisdom are going to flow in a very sweet voice and, you know, with a lot of compassion in our heart. And that's our dear Kanka Mataji, sweet. Thank you so much for being in our lives and guiding us. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. I just want to say that all the offerings today really make Vaiśeṣika look so special because the offerings are amazing. And I'm just going to take 1 minute of your time. I know that there's so many other offerings, and I feel like whatever I'm going to say isn't that important. But I just wanted to hold this up. I just remember over the years before cell phones, Vaiśeṣika always had this in his hand. And everywhere he went, he was always reading this little Bhagavad Gita. So I found it in my drawer the other day, and I went, oh, this is what Vaiśeṣika used to always bring with him everywhere. So I just wrote a little offering, and I've known Vaiśeṣika for many, many years and saw him mature over the years, and so many. I'm just so grateful that I can be here at ISV. Dear Vaiśeṣika, thank you for your continuing year after year to take us all on your personal journey into Śrīla Prabhupāda's timeless legacy of love. You always have a contagious spirit of gratitude and compassion that springs from your heart, and you share it with all of us. And you especially share it with the youth, which I am so excited about because it gives hope for this Hare Krishna movement. All of you are so wonderful. It has been wonderful to see you grow and mature over the years as you constantly and enthusiastically serve our beloved Guru Dev, Śrīla Prabhupada. Just as Śrīla Prabhupada built a house that everyone could live in, you have guided this amazing community here at ISV to inundate over and over again with Śrīla Prabhupada's books the entire Bay Area. Thank you for allowing me to be a small part of this incredible family at ISV, and I have much love and appreciation for wonderful Nirkula and my god sister who backs this all up with her love and her energy. You know what they say, behind a great man, there's always a great woman. Happy Vyāsa-Pūjā. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Kanka Mataji. So coming up next are Akruna Prabhu, and he's come all the way from Florida, and this was supposed to be a surprise, and it is, at least in the morning. And we will be joined by Jagarini Mataji, who is on Zoom. Yeah, I can see Jagarini Mataji there. Ramananda Seka Prabhu, if you can unmute her. So they will both be speaking. Good to see you.
It's so nice to be back here in this kind of Silicon Valley. And this is such a wonderful occasion for your birthday, Vaiśeṣika Prabhu. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militang Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I'll keep it short. I just wrote a little verse for your Vyāsa-Pūjā. A moon among 1,000 shining stars, of many moons, you're one of the best. The books you sold could stretch from here to Mars, and something big is happening out west. A Vaishnava community is thriving with each new monthly Sankirtana fest. The congregation in the nectar diving is relishing real bhakti with a zest. The fame of ISV just keeps expanding. Your godbrothers are suitably impressed. They feel great happiness in understanding you're doing something wonderful out west. We judge by the results. You can't deny it. From veteran to first-time Sunday guest, I challenge anybody just to try it. Near Vaiśeṣika, everyone is blessed. The population suffers unaware from bondage and repeated birth and death, but in your presence, something's in the air that liberates us with our every breath. A current link for aspirants deserving to taste the juice that beats all of the rest. What Prabhupada gave, you are preserving. There's something big that's happening out west. I think in verse, than this, nothing is sweeter, to praise you in iambic pentameter. We miss you. I know Jagarini will want to say something. We miss you guys all so much, and especially getting your association so often. We watch you on TV, though. Can we hear? Unmute her, please.
Hare Krishna, everybody. I miss you all very much. My dandavats to everyone. Jai Vaiśeṣika Prabhu, happy birthday. Okay. On this auspicious day, honoring your birthday, I want to express my gratitude to you. Thank you for your commitment to sadhana and careful study of Śrīla Prabhupāda's books, causing a deep and practical understanding of Krishna conscious philosophy, informing your classes that inspire and instruct us. Thank you for your dedication and commitment to devotional service, to your tireless efforts to spread Krishna consciousness through book distribution and mentorship. Thank you for caring deeply about the devotees and Śrīla Prabhupāda's movement, for never criticizing, and for your ability to unite devotees, encouraging collaboration and teamwork in this awful age of quarrel. Thank you for your kirtans, leading us in devotional songs and prayers, carefully deciding on tunes that evoke spiritual joy. Thank you for your special concern for the youth, for paying special attention to them, teaching and mentoring them, for setting a stellar example in this regard for all of ISKCON. Thank you for your attention to detail, whether in speaking, singing, or creating pleasant environments reflecting the beauty of the spiritual world, and for inspiring that quality in others. Thank you for always giving credit where credit is due, and especially for recognizing how fortunate you are for being married to Nirkula. Thank you for tolerating our expressions of gratitude and praise. Jai Vaiśeṣika, Hari Bol, happy birthday.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Chakranath Prabhu. Thank you so much, Jagrini Mataji. It was so good to see you.
Hi.
So coming up next are more Prabhupada disciples. We have Satyadev Prabhu and Satyadev Prabhu and Mahaguna Mataji. And then after that, we have Kripamoya Prabhu and Guru Charan Padma Mataji. So I saw, okay, he's coming here. Yeah. We'll move the chair close to. Okay.
Osakini. I didn't write anything, but there's something I want to quote. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity here to express my love and gratitude to my dear godbrother Vaiśeṣika Prabhu. Happy birthday to you. And for those of you who don't know our history, I'd heard about Vaiśeṣika Prabhu for many years as a book distributor, but I didn't actually meet him until 1996. And and I started going to his house in Burlingame for his Thursday night programs that he and Nirkula sponsored every week for quite a few years. And I went there for his association and for Nirkula Mataji's cheesecake. And at that time, I would say in my Krishna consciousness, I was going through the dark night of the soul. Yeah, and I was just coming out of that. And Krishna and Prabhupada arranged for me to have Vaiśeṣika Prabhu's association, and he's kept me afloat in Krishna consciousness ever since. And just in passing, Kripamoya Prabhu and I were talking out in front there, and he asked me when I met Prabhupada what attracted me and why I joined the movement. I said, well, it was because of Prabhupada and because of the happiness that he radiated, and later on it was the unconditional love that I felt from Śrīla Prabhupada, and I've always felt that way about Vaiśeṣika Prabhu as well, that he's, I tend to like spin out into the outer orbits, and he keeps me close to Prabhupada and Krishna by his example and by his love. So I was thinking about love, and I like one description of love, because that's a loaded word. Right? People have all kinds of ideas about what love is. And I like this one section of the Bible that talks about love, and I'm sure you've all heard it, but it never gets old. For me, it rings eternally true. So when I think of love, I think of Vaiśeṣika Prabhu, and I think of these qualities. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy, and it does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. And now, every one of those, Vaiśeṣika Prabhu, he just exemplifies spontaneously, automatically. And I have to admit, in, I don't know how long has it been, over 20 years, 30 years, I only saw him angry one time. And even that only lasted a few seconds. And then he was, about the situation, he was fully accepting and positive and loving. It was a time when we were traveling, first time to Japan. And we were traveling down in Osaka, and we got a ride with this one devotee, and we were trying to find this location, and the devotee didn't know where he was going, and there was no Google Maps or anything in those times, right? And we went around and around Osaka for at least 5 hours. And we hadn't eaten, and we hadn't slept. And Vaish was just slightly irritated. But then it was gone. Anyway, Hare Krishna Vaish, thank you for tolerating me.
Hare Krishna, happy birthday. Sachdev said, oh, what I wanted to say, actually. So my sentiment is the same. Although one thing he said, Sachdev said, he had one time he was upset, right? I know 2 times. But it's very personal, so I'm not going to tell you the little details. But that's how he was. He was always very, very blissful, always very, very supportive of everybody, and never really got, upset. I remember one time in Japan, there's the temple was the different location that it is now, and it was very small. It's kind of underground, right next to this graveyard, very dark place. And it was like, it was very hard to keep it clean. We had some creatures crawling, and then it just wasn't a very nice place. And I think that was one of the first time we went there. And he and Sachdev said, we have to clean this place. So on their hands and knees, they were like cleaning the whole temple, kitchen, living quarter, everything else. And that's how he is. He's always very organized and he takes leadership of everything. That he doesn't that, you do this, you do this. He does it from his heart. And then I know that he likes organization in that way. And unfortunately, I'm not too much like that, so I never write down beautiful often like everybody else said. But that's one of the things that I'm very impressed. And then also about having, in Japan, the temple is very small still. And then in the morning arctic, Mongol arctic, sometimes there's 2, 3, 4 of us. And then we have to have kirtan, and we have to have, glorified Lord. But he's ecstatic in that 4 people. He dances, he chants, and he sings. And then everybody's, normally they're like, okay, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But when he dances, everybody joins. We go up and down the temple room. And he's also the leadership. I think these things all shows that his true happiness and true love for all the devotees and for all the living entities. Doing all this Sankirtan movement, book distribution, everything, that you have the love for everybody. You have compassion for everyone. So therefore, it just naturally he does all this stuff. So I really appreciate that, and then that's a great example for me. And then somehow I can become like you someday. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mahagna Mataji. Coming up next are Kripamoy Prabhu and Guru Charan Padma Mataji. Are you going to go in first, right? Yeah. Both go together? Okay, yeah. Yes, I'll bring the chair.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to speak and glorify our dear godbrother, Vaiśeṣika Prabhu. When we found out that when we were coming to California to visit our daughter and our son-in-law, and when we found out that it coincided with this incredible occasion, we were just so thrilled that we could have the opportunity to come and say a few words in your honor. And, this community has got a reputation worldwide, and it's our first time here, and we're just so moved. But my association with Vaiśeṣika Prabhu goes back over 40 years ago when we were both on the Sankirtan team in Chicago, O'Hare Airport, and it was an incredibly special time because Śrīla Prabhupada was physically present on the planet, and we were all serving so hard and with so much joy to put a smile on Srila Prabhupada's face and distribute books. And I think it was a special time that we'll never forget. But even more special is that same drive, determination, love, enthusiasm that Vaiśeṣika Prabhu manifested then, and desire to put a smile on Srila Prabhupada's face has manifested this incredible community of devotees. And we're just like really moved by the love that we're hearing from all the devotees, and the fact that your endeavors to distribute books is now manifested into millions of books being distributed by this community. So what an incredible achievement, and you have definitely put a smile on Srila Prabhupada's face. And in the UK, of course, Mother Nirkula and Vaiśeṣika Prabhu, we're so happy to receive them when they come. And you know, there's an expression that the apple doesn't fall very far from the tree. And when I meet the disciples of Vaiśeṣika Prabhu, and you know, they emulate the wonderful qualities that these two devotees have, and yeah, it's just so beautiful to see. So, do you want to say a few words, or you just want to? Yeah. Yes. Say a few. Sorry to hog the mic.
Yes, after many years of marriage, we've figured out what works. So, having been given permission to speak, I shall speak. Srila Prabhupada was asked once, what is a guru? He had his glasses, and he said, he held his glasses up like this. He said, now I can see you. Now I can see you better. He said, Guru is transparent via media for seeing the truth. So I'm very delighted that you have such a wonderful Guru Maharaj who helps you see the truth and is bringing you ever closer to Srila Prabhupada's instructions. In the early days, Krishna consciousness in America spread from east to west. And I think we can confidently say that today, in 2024, it's spreading from west to east.
So, yeah, we've written a little poem. So we're gonna, thank you. You'll have to bend down, is it okay?
I know my place.
Okay. In 76 through 78, at O'Hare we stood, Sankirtan soldiers in Chicago's great flood. I watched you, a force of dynamic grace, empowered in bhakti, setting the pace. Now years have passed, but we still look to you, a Vaishnava who fans the spark of all that's true. How inspiring to see in our assembly today, grihastas like you leading the way.
Our pranams to you, our senior, our guide. You nurture and inspire all with a heart open wide. A community blooms under your gentle hand, a family of faith. United they stand. Through all your service, books remained first, a lifetime of quenching a spiritual thirst. Your book, our family business, a classic, no doubt, a beacon of wisdom pointing this out.
Now you've nurtured a team, both seasoned and new, with youth of all ages spreading truth too. Your yatras for them with such care you plan, knowing they're the future of this blessed land. A team in the UK now thrives in your care. Even whole families distribute out there. From door to door on a mission they go. During the Bhadra campaign, the Bhagavatams flow.
Your visits to England give us a lift with your parting words, you always offer a gift. You're a sold-out servant of Prabhupada's way. Not an inch do you budge, come what may. I was once a runner. I know the long race, the strain and the pain that one must face. But you, dear friend, have endured every test, pushing through barriers, giving your best. Your journey continues, unyielding, serene, a warrior of bhakti, forever keen. We honor your path, your unstoppable grace, a shining example for the whole human race.
Wishing you a wonderful birthday, Vyāsa-Pūjā celebration, Vaiśeṣika Prabhu ki jai, Śrīla Prabhupāda ki jai.
Thank you so much. So a quick quiz for the team here. So from the resemblance, who does Guru Charan Padma Mataji resemble? Any connections? Janvi Mataji, there you go. So they are the parents of Janvi Mataji. Fantastic, thank you so much. And then coming up next are Bhagavad Ashrit Prabhu and Sarva Mangal Mataji. You can go there. Sarva Mangal Mataji and Bhagavad Ashrit Prabhu have been very active in UK for about 40 years. And Sarva Mangal Mataji especially is a very renowned therapist using art,
You obviously don't know me very well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We don't have much time. I just, one point I wanted to make. The first time I was here in the morning program, I found it quite overwhelming. The atmosphere so strongly reminds me of when we sat at Srila Prabhupada's feet. When I first heard everyone singing those beautiful prayers, I can't remember, there was some after the deity greeting. It was overwhelming. It was such a tangible experience of the solid, loving relationships in this temple. More than anywhere else I've ever been to. It filled me with so much joy. And the Bhadra Purnima countdown was a complete transcendental riot. I found myself clapping all the time and laughing at how Vaiśeṣika Prabhu, you made it very enticing. And before the countdown got down to number 1 again, yet more pledges were offered to send sets of Bhagavatam all over the world. I was thinking about Srila Prabhupada. You can't help but think about Srila Prabhupada when you come here. And I'm thinking of, in the song we sing to Prabhupada, from him ecstatic prema emanates. That bliss we felt in his divine presence. I feel that here, I feel that mood here, how you and Nirukula, Prabhu, give you your all to the community, and such a wonderful example. So yes, the bliss potency is definitely alive and well, being handed down. And Srila Prabhupada sitting with his gorgeous gardenia garland must surely be very proud of you both. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Sarvangal Mataji. Coming up, Bhagavad Ashrit Prabhu. He's, he doesn't need an introduction. I feel him, he's already ISV, but that so many times I see him over here. They have come from Australia, so covering so many geographies here, and
okay.
Thank you.
thought it's always good to start with a joke. I was just, when Kripa Moya Prabhu stood up and said, well, now I have permission to speak. Kripa Moya's wife and my wife are both Jewish. So there's a joke about the little boy who came home from school one day, and he said, he's a little Jewish boy, and he says, our English teacher's doing a class and doing a play, and he's given me the role of a Jewish husband. And his mother said, you get right back down there and tell him you want the speaking part. As my wife says, you're lucky to get one. I'm married to you two. Anyway. I think probably apart from anything else that's been said today is Vaiśeṣika Prabhu is a patron saint of lost causes. And I'm such a lost cause. So I'm so deeply grateful to you, Prabhu, that you've basically re-established my devotional life. And I don't think I can say more than that. I'm forever grateful to you. You've never been condescending. You've never been patronizing. You've always been encouraging to me, and you've given me a service which I never dreamed I would have. So, thank you very much.